Hi friends, this is my 100 real life days of ARK challenge. I have 100 in real life days, whether that's playing for 5 minutes or 5 hours or longer, I have to record, and that counts as a day. Here's the rules to this challenge. Every day I play is a day that I have to add to the list. Again, 5 minutes, 5 hours, however long I play, I have to play. And that is a day. I can bring 1 tame per map to the next map. And I am doing these in order from the island all the way to Fjordur. I will be doing every single map on ARK in order of when they released on Evolved. So I can bring 1 tame each map. That means I can bring 1 tame from the island to the center and all the way up to Fjordur. I get 1 tame each map. So by the time I get to Fjordur, I should, if they don't die, be able to bring 11 different tames with me. I also have to tame every creature, at least 1, and get every single Explorer note and HLNA note along the way, as well as all 200 runes, and max my level, I guess. Because I am also attempting to get every single achievement, which means I have to get max level. So, the next thing is, if it takes longer than 100 actual days, I will continue the series. I am going to do this until I have beaten every single map in order of release. That does include Aquatica, I guess. So eventually when it comes out, sure, I'll do it, whatever. Maybe, we'll see. I might just cap it off at Fjordur because I don't think anything can top that map. My opinion. But yeah, enjoy the video. If you like it, please subscribe. We'll see you in. And so it begins. We pick up an Explorer note, pick up some rocks, go get some flint with this newly made pickaxe, chop down some trees, get some thatch, make all the tools I need to make, spears, make my clothes, get ready to go, and once that's all done, we just go ahead and go on the exploration. Oh no, it's a dillo. I'm getting attacked by a dillo, and that is our first death. Go grab their stuff, get everything back, and then we go and grab some more Explorer notes for some good levels. That second one, we did end up grabbing the Castroides one as well, and then we found a raptor and died to that. So of course, go back, get our stuff, grab everything, and we found this Tapejara just kind of stuck, so we helped him out just a little bit. Sorry, buddy. It needed to happen. Found this yellow drop, and I wasn't quite level 45 yet. I was level 40. And so we just go level up, because I think I can get 5 levels before that drop is gone. So we start off by killing this Pteranodon. Didn't level up very much for that, but we got the level, chopping it up, so we gotta go chop down some trees, break some rocks. That worked. So break more rocks. We're level 43 now, and I think the yellow drop is still there. Level 44, gonna keep doing things, breaking more rocks, chopping more trees. Keep going. Level up, please level up, it's still there. Yeah, we got it. Thought I saw that dillo from earlier. We were gonna take take our revenge. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Yellow drop didn't really have anything good, so it was kind of a waste. So we go find another one with a couple of saddles in it. Not too bad. Sarco saddle. I love Sarcos. And we found that Dillo from earlier that killed us. We had to take our revenge. You know what? We'll just shoot it in the face. Boom. Done. And we start building our base and getting set up. Just a little bit. We need some taming stuff, so of course, put down a bed, put down a mortar and pestle, start getting that narcotics split, or the meat split for narcotics, and we make as many as we can. I found that raptor that killed us earlier and went ahead and knocked him out, as well as his friend, because why not? 2 raptors is fine. Get name, there we go, and he's out. So let's get this guy knocked out, get him tamed up. Oh, got one. We see a Spino over there, that's not good. There's the other one. And both of these raptors are really low level, so I can't ride either of them with how much weight I have until I level it up just a little bit, drop a few things. But I'm dumb. I decided, hey, they're good enough to kill a Theory, right? Definitely not. This Theory gives us a run for our money. Not a good idea to do this. It was actually very dumb. And we lose both of the raptors. And ourselves. I don't know why I'm shooting trank arrows at it. That's definitely not going to work. Try to get back to our stuff and get killed by a Trudon. That was nice. We finally get back, we get our stuff, and we're dead. That Theory keeps attacking. It is camping our body, so we have to run and try to get anything we can. Get away from it, run up to the top, jump down, and dead. It's pretty bad. We found one of our raptors, grabbed his saddle and some hide, and then we finally got back to our stuff. And I basically almost die again to a Dillo. And instead die to a raptor. We've got to come back, grab our stuff again, kill that raptor, and find a Moss Chops, because we need something for protection. And Moss Chops isn't too bad. But, of course, we're too heavy and have to walk him home. Day 2 starts out where I have tamed quite a few things. I finished the base. And, yeah. We got that raptor, we got a hot dog, and we have our Moss Chops and a Hesperornis, because I found one and it took me forever to tame it. And of course we got a little Mesopithecus. Get a little monkey. He's our friend. Found this purple drop. We get a real nice pistol. No ammo, but that's fine. Found this 145 trike out in the distance, and I thought that going to the top of my base to tame it was a good idea. Come to find out, this is not the 145 we found. This one is level 50. So we knock him out anyway. Then we find the 145. Nope, that's a level 20. Knock him out anyway. Then we finally find the 145, and of course it gets killed by this Sarco that comes and fights us. But I at least have the level 50 trike, so we have something to protect us from. And this is how you lose a high level tame, by not looking around everything and making sure that there's nothing to eat it. course, the Sarco was also 145. So we found another one and knocked it out. This one was not nearly as good. Decided I need some scrap metal, so we're going to kill this tech parasaur. Found an explorer node around in the lake. Grabbed a beaver dam because why not? Cementing paste is always nice. And we tamed the Sarco. Walking back to base. Put that real nice saddle we found earlier in that drop. Then we go for a metal run up a nearby mountain. Grab another explorer note for him. Found this 145 or 150 raptor, I think. And we tame him up. It is a 150. And grab another explorer note with the Sarco. Raptor's following along, and we gotta get this 4 times XP note. That one's fantastic. We love those ones. Grab some more metal until I'm encumbered, and we slowly make our way home because I grabbed too much metal, but we needed it. Found this pteranodon outside the base. We tamed him up, or knocked him out, tamed him up. Came back later, he was already tamed, so we're all good there. Went out to the snow to go look for an RG, so I set up this little trap over here. I hate pteranodons, so of course we're gonna go straight for an RG. They are so much better. Took a while, but I finally got this one in the trap. Tranked him out, almost died from the cold. So as soon as he knocked out, I needed to go. Nope, he didn't knock out. I had to come back. Killed this nearby high-level Carno, fed it the prime meat to the RG. While I was leveling up my Mesopithecus, finally tamed, so we made our way back and picked up this horrible green drop. Went out on the RG and found this Alpha Carno and a second Alpha Carno. Nope, that's the same one.
Name for this frog is...
Wait a second.
Trike got in the way of looking what I got from it, so we killed the trike, we killed this wolf, and we made our way. Got this nice pickaxe. Grabbed some explorer nodes with the RG, because definitely need to level this thing up. Went over to Carno Island to grab all the ones that I know of for sure. Easy levels. And we flew back home. Repair our crossbow. And let's go out to grab some more explorer notes. Decided to go into a cave, and of course, you can't go into a cave without grabbing an artifact. So we grabbed the explorer notes in the cave just so that we have them, grab that artifact, and get the hell out of there. At this point, I had cave flyers turned on, but it wasn't working, so I ended up doing that cave halfway just on foot rather than on the RG, and it sucked. Day 3 starts out with, I found an Alpha Carno. And let's grab this Megatherium that was nearby. Knock it out, tame it. While I was trying to get some prime for this Megatherium, I ran into a cluster of Uteranus and an Alpha Carno, so that was real fun. Ended up killing the Carno, we're all good there. Nothing bad happened, and we tamed the Megatherium. Get on him and take him home. Found this Alpha Raptor while we were out. Level 150, that was crazy. Grabbed this Anki on the way home. flew him back to base, and he is ours. We found this garbage red drop while we were out trying to get some levels on our Pteranodon because it was coming close-ish to the Christmas event, so I wanted something fast. And if it tells you how long I did this, there are 2 events in this 100 or this first 10 days. It took me a while, and I didn't play super often, so I have the Christmas event coming up, and I have the Valentine's event. Because I don't play this game a whole ton. Day 4 starts out where I have a red Megatherium and several more Argies. Because I did some breeding, I went out and tamed some things, and I found this 150 Daedon that I tamed up and brought home.
So then what?
Grabbed a couple Explorer notes, because, fair warning, I do this a lot. I would like to get all the achievements, so that includes getting all the Explorer notes. So I'm going to let you know that I got them all.
If I was you, I wouldn't even want it.
Found this Dodic while I was out, so we brought him back and put him in our taming pen and tamed him up. Day 5 starts out with, here's my line of Argies that I have. All of these were bred up in order to get some decent colors. Got 3 mutations, I believe. And this Argie is the new one that I will be using for quite a while, if not the rest of this. I love the colors. I may try to get a different color, but we'll see where that goes. This is only 10 days, so I very well could have gotten a much different color Argie by now. This day was spent killing a whole lot of alphas and grabbing as many Explorer notes as I can remember where they are. I think I killed 4, maybe 5 alphas this entire day. Scooped this really cool looking wolf and brought it home as well. And of course this is the start of the Christmas event, so you will be seeing some more colors. Like I said, killed a whole lot of alphas today. We found, I think, 3 in the same spot, and here's that second one. Got him down. Decided to get going, and we found this Anki on the way home, so of course I had to bring it back, because it's a fun color, even though we already have one. Wolf was ready to go, so I grabbed him, knocked out this Anki, and tamed it up. And I believe that is the end of day 5. On day 6, like I said, it's the Christmas event. I would like to do some raptor claws, so I went and leveled up the Pteranodon all day, and got as many Explorer notes as I possibly could on it. That way it's super fast and I could get raptor claws pretty easily. Found this 150 Anki on Herbivore Island, and for some reason I decided not to tame it. Don't know why I didn't. Sat up on the roof at the end of the day waiting for raptor claws to arrive, and immediately ventured off, and when I got to this drop, there was a direwolf GB inside. my favorite chibi. So we got Baryonyx, we got my favorite direwolf, I got this Iguanodon, the Kintro, and Maywing. And those were all the chibis that I ended up getting from Raptor Claws. Of course, later on, after flying around a little bit after getting Raptor Claws, I knocked out these 2 direwolves. One of them's really cool colored, so of course I had to. Something was going on with my game where it would put me in third person anytime I would shoot, so I reset and we're back and bred up some direwolves. Got this one to 60% imprint and decided, good enough, I'm gonna go ahead and do some caves. So we went over to Carno Island, we got this artifact. On our way up, we grabbed the Explorer Notes, and I found this really cool green Megalania that I decided to go ahead and tame. It came down to just the tiniest little bit, and it finally tamed. I was going around grabbing as many narco berries from bags and things that I could find. And of course, on our way out, we had to tame a dung beetle. Or 2. Day 7 starts out with our brand new wolf, and we go grab some Explorer Notes. Decided to open up a couple of gotcha crystals with the extra stuff I had. Nothing really that fantastic. Found this Alpha Carno and killed it right outside of the cave. And brought my brand new, fully imprinted wolf into this cave and got all the Explorer Notes I could grab. Cut my hair because I didn't like it anymore. I finally wanted to have the me hair. So we found a pair of scissors in one of the drops. Grab the artifact, get the heck out of that cave. Go grab some more Explorer Notes. Wolves have a fantastic feature where you can sniff out Explorer Notes and it'll show you where it is. Found this Baryonyx, pretty decent level, so I went ahead and knocked it out and tamed it. Then we continued on with Explorer Notes. Love this feature, it's so good. Found this Alpha Rex and managed to get behind its foot so I could actually kill it, which, that was nice. And of course we go into the next cave and grab the HLNA Explorer Note type thing. And you can't leave a cave without grabbing an artifact, so of course we gotta go get it. Grab the Explorer Note on the way out. My game crashed when I grabbed this one, so I cut to where I re-got it and just showed you the pop-up. Found this guy on my way home. Found this really cool colored raptor on my way home. Grab some more Explorer Notes. Decided to go into the lava cave. Don't worry, I do go back for this HLNA note, just not until day 11.
So by the order of the Pottsville Chamber of Commerce, I find you guilty of trespassing, destruction of property,
Grab the artifact,
disturbing the peace,
and booked it out of there because I hate that cave.
Oh no, not murder. But those other
Grabbed some more
crimes.
Explorer Notes and found this blue monkey, level 140. So of course I had to grab him. Valentine's event was happening on day 9, so I grabbed this packy rhino and got attacked while trying to tame it by this alpha raptor. Managed not to die, got on my wolf and finished it off. Found this alpha carno out and about. Grabbed this Archaeopteryx. Don't worry, it doesn't last very long. I forgot that wolves can show you where Perovia are, and so I wasn't sure what the glasses was, and I went to check it out and got attacked. But tamed the Perovia instead. Found this really cool looking Thyla that killed my Perovia that I had just tamed. I knocked it out, but it was only level 20, so goodbye. Grabbed some explorer notes in the redwoods. Then on our way out of the redwoods, I found this green Thyla that was really cool. Not the greatest level, but it's something. Level 95 isn't bad. But I only had 3 cryopods, so I accidentally attacked the Paracers and my Archaeopteryx ended up dying. Grabbed some more explorer notes. Decided to go do another cave. I think it is one that I've already done, but decided to go back in and do. Found this really cool looking 140 mega. Found this really cool looking 140 Megalosaurus. Knocked it out in the water, but it wasn't drowning, so I said, you know what? I'll leave it there, and I'll tame it. Again, I forgot that I only had 3 cryopods on me, so I had to throw something out, and I don't remember when it happened, and I don't know why it didn't record, but I got this horse while I was out and about. So I figured best tame to take home with my wolf following me would be this horse. So we grabbed the artifact in the cave, because we can't go into a cave without grabbing an artifact. And we very, very slowly, because this horse was overweight and not leveled up very well, made our way out of the cave. Grabbed the explorer note on the horse that was in the swamp on the way home so that we could level its weight up. And we found an alpha right outside the swamp. Found these 2 really cool bears that ended up killing my horse. And one of them got away because I was tranking it out. Bear almost killed my wolf, but we tamed it anyway. Found this red horse on the way home, and I had some carrots that I found in a drop, so we tamed him up because he was stuck. Went out on the pink Chapajara that we found, and finally got the Argentavis explorer note. Decided this Nidaria right here was right above the water and I could kill it, right? That was stupid, but I did manage to do it. We found this pink saber-tooth on day 10 on the way home, so decided to yoink it and bring it home. Knocked it out, gave it some meat. I was walking around the base before I grabbed the meat for a while, so it tamed instantly. knocked this pink Pelagornis out, and while we were waiting for it to tame, I grabbed this Sarco because he came and attacked. Shoot it on the way out in the water and come up and he's out. The Pelagornis finally tamed, so we take his fish meat and bring it to the Sarco. I decided to be brave and go ahead and do the Skylord Cave, so of course we first get in here with the HLNA attached, and we grab this HLNA note, and then we slowly make our way through the cave and grab the artifact. Nothing super bad happened, so I didn't put the whole cave in there. I walked around for a good 10 minutes before I could figure it out and get to where it needed to go. On the way home, I decided to stop at a drop and make a bunch of cryopods, and we found this sheep on the way home, and I had just gotten some veggie cakes recently from a drop. Decided to display all of my artifacts. This will be a lot more exciting when I have a whole lot less of these to grab. Saw this pink iguanodon on my way home, so I decided to scoop it up and take it home and tame it. And that is it for day 10. So, starting off, we have a HLNA note and of course an industrial grill. Then I decided to build a greenhouse. Took me a little while to get all the crystal and everything, but I got it built. Greenhouse is ready to go. Of course, what's a greenhouse without some sort of industrial cooker? And I placed my boxes in there. A little weird, but I made it work. Got all the ones in there I needed. Then I found this 145 Alpha T-Rex and decided to go attack it with the wolf. But the wolf almost died, so I came back with my RG and I took my revenge. Then I decided to color my hair because I have an industrial cooker. It's way easier to do that now. And, of course, my weapons. And then I colored my monkey's hats. Went down in the ocean on day 12 and got some megalodons. Level 150, and this one was a 130. And immediately started to breed them to get a little imprinted one. Went back out on my shark and decided I needed an ichthy and a bacillo. Then on day 13, I found this Uteranus and got a baby wolf. And then I knocked out this 150 Rex. I believe it was 150. And of course I had to get an RG because it was cool colored. And day 14, I found this 140 Rex and this 130 Uteranus. Of course I had to knock that out, and while I was waiting, I knocked out this Phiomia. Tamed the Phiomia first because they're really fast, and Uteranus was not tamed because, well, not tamed with a thing because I was too far away. Got the Bronto and started hunting down Uteranus eggs. Knocked out this Seagull. Got an Explorer Note up by Blue Obelisk. Then on day 15, I went into the caves to tame a whole bunch of stuff. Got 2 scorpions going, I got this Arthro, and I had to tame another Aranio because the first one died almost immediately. Then I went to the ice cave on my way home because I still needed to tame a bat. I grabbed an Explorer Note, killed an Alpha Carno with my Rex, and grabbed this bat in the ice cave. Of course, its friend attacked immediately, and I had to fend them off. Make sure it didn't die. And we got it taken out and saved. Then I tamed a scorpion on the way home because I didn't get credit for the ones in the cave. And it, of course, died to a Carno almost immediately. Day 16, I went out and grabbed as much metal as possible. Filled up my forges. And started breeding Megatheriums. I built a fridge and I moved all of the food over. If I get a good placement. Moved all the food over. Everything I needed, put into the fridge. Then I went to a drop and made a whole bunch of cryopods. And on my way home, I found a 150 RG, and you guys know I can't say no to a 150 RG. Had to grab this compy because I'm trying to tame everything. Then I grabbed this Oviraptor, and it ate all of my eggs but one. Made some dye so I could color everything. Then on day 17, I tamed a 150 Stego and this pink turtle. Had to knock this guy out because that was a perfect shot. And then I decided to tame this purple parasaur. Because why not? Killed an Alpharaptor with my hands. Well, gun. Because I need the levels on my chibi. Then I knocked this Diplo and this Diplo out. and made a perfect trick shot in this 130 Parasaur and knocked him out because he came over to me. Got the Diplo number 1, got Diplo number 2, and the Parasaur. Then on the way home, I grabbed a frog and knocked him out too. He was purple, I couldn't resist, and a good level. Day 18, out on my frog, I knocked out a couple of Dimetrodons. Then I found 2 more high-level frogs and a Pteranodon. That was really fun colors. And of course I need the Kintro, because easy tame, why not? Went to go kill this Carno with my shotgun, but RG killed it anyway. And then when I went to harvest this mammoth, I found a Karch. And that was not a fun experience. It did end up killing me before I could kill it, as they do. So I had to fly back because my monkey was on my shoulder. And of course, he did not live. I'm so sad. R.I.P. monkey. But we did take our revenge, and we got that Giga Heart that we need for later on. Tamed the 150 Calicatherium, because I carry beer in my inventory just for that reason. And I had to put this drums on my Parasaur, because I love the war drums, and he is now War Racer. Day 19, I started out with finding an Explorer Note and knocking out a Rhino, a Mammoth, and a Purple Moose. He's over there. Moose tamed first, then the Rhino, and then the Mammoth as I was flying up to attack this RG so it wouldn't hit it. And I found a 140 Calicatherium, tamed him. And I thought these two 145s were stuck in a rock, but I was mistaken. But I did end up getting them both knocked out and tamed. On the way home, I grabbed this Gallimimus because Gallimimus, easy tame. Went to make some cryopods. Grabbed a beaver. Made some more cryopods. Then I went and exterminated a penguin population to make some more cryopods. And found an Explorer Note I hadn't found in the snow. Then went home and decided to work very, very hard on this breeding pen. This is sped up to 600 times, by the way. I don't know what that correlates to on everything else, but I used DaVinci, and I had to speed it to 600 to make this fast enough for you guys to at least not go crazy with just me building. Look at their little heads sticking out of the wall. They're so dumb. Got this green Megatherium mutation while I was building. Filled up the feeding trough with a bunch of berries because I was planning on getting some really good Megatheriums. Added electricity so I could put in an incubator later. Then I started breeding. I went out and leveled my new Utyrannus that I just bred up, killed a couple alpha raptors because they were right next to each other, and I found an otter in the river. So of course, you need an otter for every ARK playthrough. I had to tame it. It's only level 25, but it's an otter. I can't help it. Grabbed a terror bird and this Carno that didn't give me credit for it, even though I was right there. And then I found a 150 pink raptor, and of course, it's the wrong gender. But I got it anyway. On the way home, I found this Ovis and went back and grabbed veggie cake for it, so I could tame it. Day 20 started out with me taming this Patchy. Then I raided every beaver dam possible for the cementing paste I need to make all these Megatherium saddles. Found a 145 Baryonyx, and yes, I need to tame that. So I went and slayed some salmon for their prime meat, and it tamed up really quickly. Found this Therizino. Wasn't planning to tame a Therizino today, but hey, it worked. I had to fly home after feeding it some narcotic and fly back with the Tapejara because I was using crops and not berries. Tamed it up, brought it home, and on the way home, found this alpha raptor stuck in the rock, so I had to kill it by hand. Makes it a lot easier. Bred up my frogs for a cave later. Found this Ichthyornis on my roof. That was 150. So, why not? Tamed him. And named him Tommy. To match the other one named Timmy. Finally had enough metal smelted down to make the industrial forge. And placed it down immediately. Then I exterminated the penguin population once more, so I could get a bunch of organic polymer and make an egg incubator to put in my breeding room that I just built. And that was all the metal that I had smelted. So I have to go get more tomorrow. Or the next day. Finally got a Baryonyx that was good. And so I kept him and started breeding a bunch of Rexes. So that I could get levels for my Megatheriums in order to fight the Broodmother, hopefully on day 21. That was it for days 11 to 20. Day 21, I grabbed and started breeding and leveling Megatheriums with all Rexes. Then ended up having to heal everybody very, very slowly. And we decided to start Alpha Broodmother first. See if we could do it. Got very, very close. Everything died. I went after it, and of course I died. Didn't make it. So we rebred up our army very, very quickly, or as quick as we could. Leveled them all up. Went for it again with way more better leveled Megatheriums. I did have my settings set so that I could get my bag back. It was still there, but it was almost gone. We ended up making it this time. Quite a few casualties. There was, I think, 6 Megatheriums left. So, we healed them all up. We got them ready to go for beta. And that one was much easier. I did only use whatever was left. So, that shows you how much easier beta was than alpha. And, of course, gamma. Super easy. Done. And we made it. Day 22. We continued and we made a chemistry bench. Found alpha Carno. Got the broodmother trophies up on my wall. Ended up making an industrial grinder. Finally, that took forever. And we put everything in there and grinded it all up because I didn't need all of those items. Then on day 23, we decided to go out and grab a whole bunch of explorer notes, kill some alphas and double alpha. And that was most of day 23, I believe. Just grabbing explorer notes and killing alphas that I see. I found this Quetzal by the side of the mountain, and so I decided to jump off my RG and see if I could knock it out. It flew in between a couple of different mountains, and I was able to get it knocked out without having to grapple to it. It was really nice. Decided to do the cave here, and of course had to grab explorer notes in there. I am trying to still get all of them. That way I can get all the achievements done, including the HLNA notes. Throughout my baryonyx, found the artifact of the pack, and we headed out. Grabbed this explorer note up here, realized that I had missed one in the cave, and of course had to go back and grab that. Found an alpha raptor on the way home. 2 of them actually. And that was it for day 23. On day 24, I downloaded a mod and got a new haircut. And decided to go into this cave right here underwater, the easy underwater cave. And of course, gotta grab all the notes in here. I actually almost died going for the artifact by a jellyfish, so here's that for you. We barely made it out of that one alive. But ended up getting out of the water, going back and grabbing the artifact, and getting all the rest of the notes in here, getting the hell out. Found a Spino on the way home, and of course, had to go get it. I decided to stop by the swamp and cure myself of swamp fever by leeches. Grabbed a high-level Hyenodon on the way home, just to have it in the Pokedex. And then we started breeding Rexes for the Megapithecus fight. Day 25. Everything was all done, bred, so we started the Gamma Megapithecus, and this is real time. That's how easy this was. Needed more tributes in order to get to beta and alpha, so I went out to grab all of those, as well as some explorer notes while I was out and about in the redwoods. Got everything I needed for beta, so we went in there. I will have to get more items for alpha, but again, this is real time. I did not speed this up. I did not do anything, any cuts, other than getting him to our army. This is how easy the Megapithecus is. Grabbed all the rest of the tributes and went in for alpha. And again, this is real time. I cut it a little late because I was stuck in a tree and you couldn't see anything anyway. But this is it. That's how fast these Rexes shredded these bosses. Got all my trophies up, got all the artifacts and the heads. Then we went to the swamp, or around the swamp, and found this high-level Therizino. Killed an alpha raptor on the way home. Found a couple more Therizinos. This level 140. Killed a Karcha for the Giga Heart that I'm gonna need. Found him on the top of the mountain. And then killed an alpha raptor with a spear. Found this really cool looking blue horse. 145. I couldn't say no, and I've been growing carrots, so it was real easy. He did end up running away, so I brought him back to the trap. De-aggroed and got him tamed. Then went on a breeding spree. Dimorphodons and RGs and Sabertooths. Just a whole bunch of different things. And I decided to clean up the base on day 27 by cryoing everything that I didn't need out. And you don't want to see it all because there's a lot. So I'll leave it at just those. Decided to go out and kill some alphas. I found 2 alpha carnos pretty much right next to each other. And got them both down. Went into the hard ice cave because I brought a Rex in my pocket. Of course, gotta get that one. Found this really, really nice yellow drop in here. Look at that stuff. Ended up going through it all. Made it through all the way to the end. Grabbed the artifact. Took it home. I did come back with my otter instead of the Megapithecus that I had. And I got 3 more of them. But it was more of the same, so I didn't show any of that. Went out and grabbed all the explorer notes that were left in the snow. And I believe that was all I did the rest of day 27. again, I hope you enjoyed the little montage of just grabbing all the explorer notes I can. There's quite a bit of them left, so there probably will be a couple more of these in the episodes to come. I know I need some levels, so Alpha Raptor is helping with the chibi. I found this Giga. I went home and grabbed a trap for it, knocked it out, and tamed it up. And I realized you get more levels with your chibi if you kill it yourself. So I've been trying to get them down to very low health and then jumping off of whatever I have and shotgunning them. Gives me quite a bit more. And of course, I'm trying to get all the achievements in the game, so riding a Giga is one of them, and I had a really nice Giga saddle, so here's a little achievement noise for you. Got all the artifacts that I have put on display. And I was missing 2 more, so on day 28, I went into the hard water cave and got the artifact of the cunning. I brought a whole army of sharks and I came back with 1. If that tells you how hard it is. Of course, had to grab all the explorer notes. Something went weird and I died a couple times in there, but I did grab a sleeping bag right before I did, because I died on purpose, since I didn't have the HLNA in my inventory. So I grabbed a sleeping bag, put it down, came back with HLNA, grabbed my stuff, and grabbed the HLNA note. Got all but 1 artifact left, and that is the swamp cave. Of course, grabbed 4 of that one so that I can go to all 3 difficulties and put them on display. A little bit of another explorer note run on day 28. Trying to get them all. I have most of the bottom half of the map left. Everything under the redwoods, I think, is what's left. And went in to this cave, the artifact of the immune cave. Of course, Megatherium is the best thing to bring in here. I had one bred up and not leveled, so I said, why not? Bring him in here and we'll get it all done. And I've grabbed all the explorer notes in here. There was a Terrorbird one. I missed it in editing. I'm not sure where it went, but I know it was there and I know I have it, so I just couldn't find it while I was trying to edit. Finished off this Alpha Rex with my shotgun to get much more levels than if I would have killed it with my bird. Boom. Then on day 29, I decided to do all of the little underwater caves explorer notes to get those out of the way and tame up everything else in the water that I needed. So Donkey was first, got him, and went through all of these caves one by one to get all the explorer notes. Got a Plezzy and an anglerfish. Yeah, they're not great levels, but they count as tamed, and that's what I'm going for. I don't usually tend to go in the water very much, so I'm not worried about high-leveled water tames. Got a really cool green mosasaur. Hit a shot from way back there, couldn't go fast enough, and as I was coming to find him again, he knocked out. And tamed. Real cool green and purple. Is it me, or do all of these underwater caves almost look entirely the same? Because so many of them are so similar. There's like 3 different versions of these caves. Found an alpha megalodon. Got him down. I did find a Leopleurodon, so I went home, grabbed some honey that I had saved, and got him tamed up. I finished grabbing all the explorer notes. I went back in the water later on and got the Electrophorus, killed this alpha Mosa, killed an alpha Leeds, and found a squid. Got him all tamed up. Because I had black pearls at home also, so I brought those out with me. Killed an alpha Carno in the purple glow. And day 30. All I did on day 30 was breed Therazinos. And I finally got, at the end of the day, all the stats that I wanted put onto a breeding pair. So, I do, yes, get all of them, including the Overseer ones. Because day 31 was a whole lot of Explorer notes. Yeah, just a montage of Explorer notes, and we'll see where it goes. There were still quite a few of them to get. I did not realize there were that many Explorer notes I needed to get on the island before I could move on past this map. So, I do finish all the Explorer notes, I finish all of the taming, and found this cool tech raptor. I liked the colors, so I couldn't pass it up. You see I got the achievement there for the Quetzalbone costume. And I got the Quetzal dossier pretty soon after that. Well, not soon, but you know. Killed this Alpha Raptor. I wish I could have tamed it. It had some really cool colors. Sorry for such a long break of saying anything. This is literally just all Explorer notes, pretty much all of day 31. There wasn't a whole lot else to talk about or do. I did get a cool capro though, that I decided, since it had knocked me off, I'm gonna tame it. Honestly, I'm surprised I hadn't gotten this 4 times note before. I am also very much trying to level the chibi all the way to 6 so that I could get those max levels. That way I can get that achievement eventually also. So I've been trying to kill as many alphas as possible throughout this whole thing. I showed most of them, but I definitely skipped a couple that I just missed while editing. Day 32, it's time to level up the Therazinos for the dragon, because that's going to take a long time, like any boss army. But there was quite a bit of that, and I'm pretty sure that's all I did on day 32. Is just level and hatch and level and hatch and heal. There's a lot of what you're seeing right now. And then looking for as much hide and all of that as I can in order to get the saddles made, because I definitely needed a ton of hide for it all. I didn't record an absolute ton on day 32 because literally all it was is leveling Therazinos. Day 33, I finally found an aloe that I really liked, and decent level. And of course, went out to go get some more Explorer notes. I do definitely need to finish all those. I'm getting close. I found this text Ego when I was out grabbing Explorer notes that looked really cool, and it was 174, I believe. So I had to. And I found another otter. You can't pass up an otter. A level 1 50 baryonyx that I end up not using at all. Had to get this guy away because he was being real annoying. And then back to Explorer notes. Then I decided to go out and try to tame a couple of the things that I didn't have yet. Achatina being one of them. The big monkey being another. And a Trudon. Had tons of Rexes I could use for that one, and it did end up being a high level, so not too terribly bad. Realized I missed this last Explorer note. Had to get that for the Dung Beetle. Day 34, I fought the Gamma Dragon, which that went really well. Super easy to do. Got that note, I guess you could call it. All the way back to the base to put up the head. Yeah. Found a Karch. And of course had to get that. It wasn't too terribly hard because it was a level 20. Just feeded a baby Rex, go on a rampage, call it good. I did finally find one of those, so I got that one. Then decided to go ahead and do the Gamma Tech Cave because I have all the stuff. Why not just go for it? Which is where I finish up getting all the Explorer notes. Of course, I hate this cave because stuff like this happens all the time. And there's no possible way around it. You just kind of get screwed. But everyone's in. Ended up with a Rex and like 3 Megatheriums. Got the notes along the way. Of course. Last Rockwell note. And the last HLNA note. Which for some reason didn't pop up. And I don't know why. And then that one completes them all, I believe. It didn't look like it did, but I think it did. Yeah, dragon first, monkey. Easy enough. Broodmother. And by the time I beat him, I only had my Uranus left. So that was fun. But finally, right about there, yep, I got him. I was getting beaten to death. Actually, my Uranus lasted pretty long. Decided to use my Diplo for this Rhiniognathos for the final Explorer note. Because I forgot that you had to tame that to get that note. And then Tech Replicator. Finally had all the resources for that, so I went ahead and made it. And brought it back home. Placed it on my roof, and then made a couple of changes to the base, which I don't show off, but I made a few changes so I could get onto the roof. Day 35 was really just me kind of exploring, trying to figure out what to do next. I got a beaver, that otter, and that monkey. And really just kind of went out and did my own thing. I found this cool skin that I didn't know was part of one of the mods I'd downloaded. So I got the crown thorn skin. Day 36, I finally had enough for a beta dragon. And I lost 3 Therizinos in that one. So I knew I kind of needed to level them a little better and do it that way. I was looking for mutations on the Rexes just in case one of them had one, but no luck. So just continued to level. Made sure their Xenos were good, and then I went back for Alpha. And Alpha actually, for some reason, wasn't nearly as bad as Beta. I think I do lose more here. I don't remember. I may not have lost any. So, because I did Beta, I decided, why not go ahead and just do the Beta Tech Cave. I had a lot more things by the end of it, so that was nice. Made it through. It was easy enough to do all of the phases. I'm not gonna show this one off as much as the first time and the alpha version, but it was pretty easy. Plenty of stuff left. And made it through Beta. Day 38, apparently my camera was not recording, but I made a mech so that I could tame a Titanosaur, because everyone says mechs are the best way to do that. Had to make a ton of polymer. I decided just because I could, I'd make some electronics in there also. And I didn't know which thing to use, so I was kind of testing them out to see which one it's supposed to be, or which one's the rocket cannon or whatever. I figured it out, got a whole bunch of shells, finally knocked this Titanosaur out, and put the saddle on it, and it's mine. Then I had to make the entire day's worth of a trip on the back of that thing from Red Obelisk all the way to the exact other side of the map at my base, because it was right next to Red Ob, which is why I knew where it was. So, day number 39. I tried doing the tech cave about 4 times, and it kept crashing. So, I had to completely rebuild several times. I think I did it about 4 times. I tried to mess with INI files, and try to get my save back, and ended up just having to redo it a couple of times, and it kept crashing, or I would do something stupid and I would die and then it would crash. And so day 39 has no film. I recorded a lot of it, but it's not worth showing because I died, crashed, whatever. And yeah, I have rebuilt the army now. It is midnight. Completely rebuild the army. I will put them together and then go for it again. Hopefully actually making it through this time. As I said, day 40, I rebuilt the whole army. I went ahead and lined them all up. I had probably 23, 24 tames ready to go into this fight, and got probably 90% of them into it. But by the time I got here, where the carch is at the back and had to get stuff. I had 6 Megatheriums left because everything else fell in the lava, which is why I hate the tech cave. Because the pathing is horrendous. But I did bring a ton of veggie cakes for them, so I knew that they would hopefully survive. First phase was the dragon, which of course it was the dragon. Why wouldn't it be? The hardest one has to be first. I think all of them ended up having 10 veggie cakes left by the time I got into this fight. I did make a ton of them. I think each of them had like probably 15 when I got started. No, actually, I think I only gave all of them 10 when I started this fight. Or when I started the tech cave. None of them actually fought anything. Except for the Uteranus, because I do a lot of damage on that thing, and anytime I had to fight anything in the tech cave, I would whistle unfollow and have them stay back while I fight. But yeah, dragon, broodmother, monkey, dragon again, and here's where some of them start dying. I think I looked after I came back just to check how little health some of them had, and one of the surviving Megatheriums had 74 health left when I got there. So, if that tells you how close we were to not beating this. And monkey phase for, I think, the 5th phase? I may have missed one. But we made it right as he stunned us. Sneak peek to the new tattoo. Coming right up. It's a little blurry, so you can't see it super well. I had to zoom in a bunch, but I got a new tattoo on my arm. And it's really cool, and I like it. But we finally beat the island. And start on the center. On day 40, which is wild. Took me 40 days of playing this game to beat the island. But I did it.
Is this what happiness felt like? Love? No. This is more like pride. Yes, that's it. I'm proud of you, Survivor. You've accomplished what few have. You've ascended. I once did too, when I was her. Helena. She was an explorer too. And like you, she traveled the arcs and discovered their secrets. You're following in her footsteps. Keep going. Discover what became of Helena and her friends. Survive the many challenges ahead, and you'll find me here waiting for you. Together, we may yet be able to save our world.
We did it. We beat the island. Now, on to the center.